Greetings, travelers! Wazuppi back again with part 7 of the Kaizo Grail. Today we'll be diving further into the new challenger of the Kaizo Grail. We're going to be looking at taking our hammer-slinging buddy into hell again. On our journey we found a bunch of new unlocks, and we had a few close calls. We also achieved some goals and found a couple of useful items, but mostly a lot of unlocks for the Grail. Well, we started travels looking for a 4-socketed shield for his spirit base, and Nightmare Cows. This is also a good spot for leveling up before I dip my feet into Hell Countess. We did end up finding a co-rune that might be useful in the future for a Hodo or a Hustle armor for our mercenary. I actually ended up getting a spirit base pretty quickly in Cows. It wasn't a very high base resistance, but it will do for now. I ended up getting a 26 faster cast rate on the shield and re-rolled it again using a hell rune and still got a 26 again. At this point I felt like I was doomed on trying and just move forward. So next stop was the Countess, but along the way we found ourselves a new unlock, the Crush Fling. I was honestly only looking for a Lum rune for Smoke at this point. Obviously we'd take any mid-level rune from her, but I really needed that Smoke for resistances in hell. Very quickly into our Countess runs, we found the Lum rune. This might be one of the fastest I've ever gotten a Lum rune while entering hell. I almost always want a Lum rune to start off with, and usually it takes me forever to find. Soon after getting my Lum, I found myself getting more levels and not pleased with my shield that I had, so I went back to Nightmare Cows to try my luck. Well, I think I spent all my luck on the Lum rune. All I got was a few low-level unlocks, which is cool, but I'd rather have a useful shield. These unlocks are the Rite of Passage, which I actually put on because my boots were so bad that the faster movement speed was kind of nice. And a few more were the Hellcast Bow, Catherine's Ring, Venom Ward, and Tancred's Helm. These are all really bad items, but they had to be found and marked off the list sooner or later. But finally, found something else I was looking for this whole time. A 3-socketed helmet to make my bulwark. I was really surprised it took me this long to get it. But I may have messed up and had a bit of an oopsie. Yep, that's right, I put it in wrong. For some reason, I put an Eld rune instead of a soul. So, we put the Hell rune in and finally made it properly. Finally, after making my mistake, but upgrading my armor and helm, I headed my way down to Andy. And I was like, oof, this Holy Grail run is really embarrassing at this point. I finally got my way to Andy and made short work of her. I was really hoping for an SOJ off of her, but I would have settled for, what is that? Seriously? 2 chip gems and a trash blue spear? How is that the drops off Quest Andy? Oh, I feel robbed. I started my way to Act 2 while I was fuming off my drops of Andy, but I got my staff quickly and I was making my way to Duriel, and I was like, surely Duriel will do me better, right? He died very quickly and dropped me a set amulet. A new unlock of Tancred's amulet. I guess it's something at least. Act 3 was the normal self. It took me forever to get all 3 organs, and I ended up getting a few unlocks along the way. Melibriga's Rod, the Diggler, and the Blood Rise Maze. I will say the first 2 organs went well, but after getting the 3rd organ, I actually tried to walk out to make it faster to get to the next zone, and I kind of lost my mind, and when I saw the dolls, I just started hammering. Luckily, I left the game right before they could kill me. Finally, my low damage did something useful for me. After I killed the rest of Trav and smashed the orb, and took a slow descent to Mephisto because I was paranoid of dolls at this point. Once I got to Mephisto, he was actually a very easy kill. Like his other brothers, he dropped me nothing. I see we have a trend coming on. It's all because I got that Lum rune. My luck died with that Lum rune. I got myself to Act 4 and quickly found my way to the river, which gave me another unlock. The Mage Wrath Bow, another gem of a unique bow. I swear Zons really get shafted on their bows. After making it to the Hellforge, I was really hopeful for a goal rune, so I could make half of a Vex. Maybe make myself an early Hodo. It must have known that I was thinking about it because it gave me something that was inside of a Hodo. This is like my third co-rune that I've gotten this run. I don't need any more. Oh well, I guess I'll take my anger out on Diablo and made my way to Chaos. Which, Hell Chaos is always something I take slower the first time I go through. There's just too many things that can go wrong. After dropping Diablo, he gave me 2 new unlocks, and one of them was Eth. The Razortine and the Eth Tooth Row. I actually marked them both off my list, and started my list of Eth items as well. With Diablo down, I started Act 5, and I have to say, I made quick work of most of the act, and got to Ancients. I was really debating at this point if I even wanted to attempt Wave 2 of Baal yet, or just farm before. Ancients wasn't too bad at all, and fell, but my mercenary wasn't really geared enough to try Baal, I don't think. I decided to farm Hell Trap a couple times, and see if I could get a couple upgrades for my mercenary before next time, where I tackled Baal and started farming for bases. While doing Trap, I actually found a couple useful items, potentially. First was a unique amulet. I didn't expect Mara's, but I was really hoping for High Lords. But I got the discount version of High Lords, the Cat's Eye. This could be useful for if I can't find a High Lords. I also found myself a 20 life small charm. This was going to be very useful considering how it felt like I was always getting slapped around by most things so easily. In conclusion, I actually had a few close calls in both Nightmare and Hell. Real butt-clenching moments. But we made it. Almost. Next time, I'll probably do some Countess looking for a new armor. Either Treachery or Stone would be nice for him to not die for my mercenary. I got most of the rune words I was after, but I didn't get a single unique or set piece of gear that I was after. I was really hoping that changes, because some are pretty important pieces of gear that I need to make my hammers more viable. I'm looking at you, Trings, or Magefist. After Baal, I'll probably hit cows pretty hard, and try to get myself a better shield, because this one isn't going to last long, and on anything above Players 1. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video. My journey has just begun, and I have many runs to provide. So make sure you subscribe if you're enjoying my videos, and want to watch my descent into madness of the Kaizo Grail.